Can you believe that? It's already day 15 of DEPHEMEREMBER, your daily ephemera inspiration in December. So let's create a new ephemera for our junk journal today. This December daily series is a collaboration with my dear friend Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. We are showing you daily inspiration on how to make your own ephemera using a fun and challenging prompt list. So you get 2 videos per day to watch from December 1st to 25th. And we also have a lot of goodies and freebies mixed into our videos. Today's prompt on day 15 of DEPHEMEREMBER is metal and photo. Oh my goodness. And in our paper bag, we are going to find the animal that we can use today and another international snack. So the animal for today is the flamingo, and this Kinder Joy comes from Germany, but it's also available here in Austria, so we will save that for later. And if I look here to my desk and the colors that I have here today, I think I will definitely need this. I guess here's lots of sugar in it, and I know that I will need that. And I have the feeling that today's project is going to get really messy. So, metal and photo. We are going to ignore that for a moment because I want to start with the flamingo. And for that, I have already chosen a page in my journal. That is this one here. And I guess I will get a problem because, look at this, I had to put this book underneath because my journal is already so thick that I nearly can't handle it anymore. And I think this is not enough. Still not enough. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to do something like I'm doing here today, then please make sure that the surface that you want to work on is really flat, because in a second I want to press my hand to the page like this or like this. I don't know, actually, I'm not sure, but can you see that when I press my hand here, then here below my fingers is a little hole, and that's not so good because I want to make a print of my hand to my page now. And I'm hoping that that could work because I want to turn that print into a flamingo later. I can see me covering up the whole page, but let's see. Okay, so my fingers shall become this part of the flamingo. So let's see. I think I will go approximately like this. Yeah, okay, so then I'm taking some sprays. I have chosen saltwater taffy. I wish I had kitsch flamingo, but I don't have kitsch flamingo. But this should work as well. And then we are going to need something to protect us, or not us, but the rest of the desk. So I will take the paper bag. Let's do that. And I will first spritz some saltwater taffy spray stain to my hand. Like this. Ooh, that is really cold, actually. Oh my goodness. That looks like a really crazy accident. Okay, so that's nothing to joke about. The oxide spray as well. My goodness. What am I doing here? I have the feeling that DEPHEMEREMBER is doing really strange things with me and my brain. Okay, now I am standing up so that I can press this to the page. Like this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't get into this slot there, but let's see. I will wait a little bit so that it can go into the page really well. Okay, so that worked relatively good. Okay, I'm a little bit surprised about that. And I'm not so amused about all this saltwater taffy stuff here. Okay, so what's going on here? Ooh, it is soaking through a little bit, but it's okay. It's a junk journal. Okay, so I will quickly dry that with my heat gun. I'm really happy with this area. On this digital paper, Barbara has stenciled here with one of her favorite stencils. That looks really cool in this area, but this is really whimsical because the background is so loud. And I guess later on this could be a problem. So I have also the Distress Paint saltwater taffy. And since my hand is already a little bit ill looking, I will put some of this to my fingers. Perhaps a paintbrush could be helpful, so that I can bring that around a little bit, and I'm hoping that I can cover the background there a little bit with the help of the paint, because this is actually acrylic paint, of course, and perhaps it could be a little bit oh my goodness, a little bit more opaque. So let's try that. And I also expected that I can see more that it is made with my hand. Okay, that's better. My finger looks a little bit strange there, but that doesn't matter. That totally doesn't matter. I'm happy with that. So I will dry that again. And now let's decide where the head and the neck shall go. I think we can't use this as a reference because yeah, you know, the proportions will get a little bit different. But what I can see here is that this part here goes really to the top, and then it goes down and back again to the top, and this is higher, the head is higher actually as this part. So that means we have to put the head actually to the top corner here of the page, I would say. Okay, I think now I will take my saltwater taffy distress paint again, and then I will paint over this. What the heck is DEPHEMEREMBER doing with me? I mean, what am I doing here? Okay, so let's do that. Really carefully here. So then this part has to become black. Oh, I think I like him. Okay, so now he needs some legs, but how to do that? I mean, I think I want to make them black as well, even if they are not black here. Goodness. And then the prompt list says metal and photo. So I thought I want to take a photo. I have chosen this one. So I thought I want to take this die cut here by Tim Holtz and Zizix. The number is 661604 if you want to check that out. I don't know if that is still available. It's a little bit older, and I want to cut this out from the photo. And I thought we could put these trees here somehow. I don't know if that will work, but we will see that in a second. I will just jump to my die cut machine and then I will cut that out here like this. Okay, so here I'm back with my die cut from this photo, but on the way from my machine back to the journal, I thought that this is some kind of nice, but it's not artsy enough for me. And before I want to put this somewhere, I want to try something. I have something in my mind. I have no idea if that will work, but we will see. So I'm taking a black Posca pen, and now I want to go around my flamingo shape here to outline him. So my plan is now, I want to take my hand again and place that in some other direction, perhaps not the whole hand, but perhaps only this part here. Perhaps I can press that down with some paint on it and make some baby flamingos in front of him. And perhaps also without the legs, because I hate them. I really, really hate them. I'm not happy with those. Perhaps I can cover that up later. But I am thinking if I shall perhaps glue some scraps here before I do that. Then I could also cover up the legs. Let's try that. I have this paper from Barbara. I think I will just make some rectangles, yeah, and glue them here and there. My goodness. Can that work? I mean, Okay, so I think I really like that. I don't know why, because it looks really strange, but I think I like it. So now let's try something. So I will perhaps put my hand here like this, so that the head can go somewhere perhaps here. But it's also perhaps not so good to think about that. So let's just do it. I will just put this stuff to my hand and press it here. Here I have the feeling that this part looks like the head now. What the heck? Can you also see that? This looks like he is looking to the right. Why not? If they want it like that, they shall get it like that. Okay. And I will just do exactly the same. I'm going around this shape here with my black Posca pen. And I think I've just learned something. I mean, I'm not a professional flamingo painter, as you can tell. But I think I've just learned something, especially when those flamingos have those weird shapes and you have to outline them and then see where everything has to be. I think I made something wrong here. He looks really crazy and a little bit wonky, I would say. And this is not totally dry. That's the reason why my pen is not working there. But I think you can already see that this head gets way better than this. And I think it's because this line is curved like this. Here as well. I have made that intuitively in the beginning. And here it's the other way around. Can you see that? And I think if I do it like this and make this also black, it will look better. I think the eye has to be a little bit closer to this black area, even if this is relatively abstract, of course. But I want to try to, I'm using a white Posca pen now. I want to try to bring, oh my goodness, don't destroy it, a highlight in here like this, and perhaps a little bit like this, and then let the eye go into this white area. I think that brings way more life to them in some way. I think I have to do it like this and then redo the eye, going over this with my outline here again so that it looks not so strange. And now I want to try to bring some more dimension to them. They look still relatively flat, so I have taken out all of the pink colors that I have from the Distress crayons. That is Spun Sugar, Picked Raspberry, and Festive Berries. They will go over that here like this. Perhaps we can also later on go in with some white. You can hardly see it. And here we are doing it the other way around. I'm starting here on his neck with this color. Then here it has to be this color as well. And here. And here. Like this. And then I think we take this one that is Picked Raspberry. And then the last one is Festive Berries. And I'm putting it not everywhere so that I can see the saltwater taffy color through that when I smear that now. I don't want to have that everywhere. And now I'm taking my finger and trying to blend this into each other. And then I want to try to take my Posca pen again. And you can see here, this line, that was actually the neck of the first flamingo that we've done. But now it goes through this one here. And I want to try to go with white over this line so that it looks like the line belongs to the one on the top. Because this grayish line looks relatively crazy. And I thought we could perhaps bring some interest here by doing this. Why not? Ooh, oh my goodness, I really like that. And I will do that here as well. Here, there's this little crazy thing that I had outlined in black in the beginning. And now I'm going over that with the white as well. This is white gesso. Yeah, I think I want to try that. This is just white gesso with water. So now, what about the legs? I mean, they don't have any legs. I have my Posca pin here as again in black, and I want to do that really abstract now. I think it would look great. Oh my goodness, if there would be just a line like this. Or actually 2 lines, of course, because he has 2 legs. I will make it just a little bit thicker here on the top, like this. So now let's think about the photo. I mean, we still have these trees here. My plan about where to put them is now, of course, totally, you know, broken. Because, yeah, this would look totally strange. It's way too big. I could put it here, but I don't like that. So I thought I want to tear the die cut here. And why not put this here? What I also do not like is that this page is just a page. It has no function. It has no pocket, no belly band, nothing. And I'm not so happy about that. I think I have an idea. Yeah, I just have to prepare something for that. Okay, so here we go. Here is my solution. I've just printed out these tiny little envelopes and glued them together. I've distressed the edges a little bit. And if you're wondering where I got them so fast, that's a really easy answer. I went to 49 Dragonflies online shop and I've just printed them out. So they come from this printable. It's called Vintage Envelopes. And I've just had a call with Barbara to give you a little goodie. Yay! So you can get this printable with 50% off. You just have to use the code that you can see here in the screen now. Put that into this little box at the end of your order, and then you can get 50% off on these cute little envelopes. And perhaps you realize that these are way smaller than on the printable. That's obvious. So I have just printed these a little bit smaller so that they get this tiny size, and now I can put them to my page here somewhere, and we can also fill them with something so that our page gets a function. So that's what I have done in the meantime while I was away. And then I have taken my little trees here that I had cut out from the photo, and I have just put some silver embossing powder just to the edges, just a little bit. For that I have used this embossing powder by Ranger. And I thought the prompt list says metal, so I thought here, metal and photo. Do you know what I mean? This silver embossing powder looks a little bit like metal. And now we can just follow the plan that we had. So I want to put this here and this one here and this one here. And because these envelopes are just so cute when you have put them together, because Barbara has also the back side of the envelope in the printable, so you can just cut out the front, and that has those little things here that you can fold to the back. and then you can just cut out the back side and glue that to the back so that you have this little pocket. And the back side is actually, of course, also really pretty. So I thought when I now would glue them here, then we can't see the back side anymore. So I've decided that I want to make a tiny, tiny, tiny little hinge so that we can flip them like this and see the back side as well. And for that I have chosen this linen tape by Tim Holtz. I think that matches this whole thing really well. I mean, these flowers in combination with the flamingos is really cool. And the blue is nearly the same blue like in the background. So I'm taking this and I want to cut only a tiny little bit of this, like this. Is that already too much? I don't know. We will see. No, that's perfect. I want to glue this here, and I will just go over this. Perhaps I should have done that before gluing it with some distress ink, like this. And then we can decide for the position. Just glue that down. Ooh, glue that down like this. So that we now are able to take, for example, a little piece of paper like this, and then we can put that inside here for some really cute journaling space. And then we can lift that up and we can still see the back side. Ooh, you can't see it, I'm so sorry. I will show that to you on one of the other envelopes in a second. And then we can use the back of the envelope for decorating, of course, as well. We can put some tiny stickers there or something like that. I will just put another piece of this tape to the back so that it is more sturdy and that it looks not so strange. Just like this. And then we can have it here like this. Oh my goodness, look what I just found in my stash. This is just perfect. I will cut that down so that I have portions of this postcard here for these little envelopes. So this has to go out, I'm sorry, but we will find another place for that scrap, and I will just cut that down so that it can fit in here like tiny little postcards with this cool pattern. And this green actually fits really well to the rest here, I would say. So here we go. These are so cute. I just love them. Let's put that here. Okay, so and then I in the beginning I had an idea how I wanted to include metal. Yeah, so originally this was not planned with the embossing powder. So originally I thought I want to take this safety pin here and use that as my metal. And now I'm thinking we can just include that here to the edge of the page. And I want to take some beads and I'm happy to have these here. They have a really cool color, just like this, so that we have something to play around. So what's on the other side? Nothing. That's good. So I will just make a little mark here. Then I will set an eyelet to make that more sturdy, like this. And then I want to take this bread, so let's close that on the back like this, and then we can have this here as a, you know, little thing to play. I really like that. And I have the feeling that we need some splatters in this color as well as a finishing touch. And I want to try something. I have this mica stain spray cocktail party, and I'm just thinking if I can splatter with that a little bit. So I have just put a little bit of that to my acrylic plate here. Oh yes. Okay, so while this is drying, I want to try this Kinder Joy. I mean, actually I know it, but perhaps some of you might not know it. So you can open it like this, and then on this side here you have this little thing. We need that, don't throw it away. And here you can open it, and in here there's a little toy actually. And then you can put that over a page of a book, for example, like this. Yeah. Okay, perhaps we can someday make something out of that. And then the other half of this little egg here, you can open like this. And then you have these little, looks a little bit like the things that, you know, come out of the flamingo when he has had his breakfast. And this thing is meant to take this out. Ooh, oh my goodness. And then you have it here, and that is really delicious actually. And then you can take this here and take it out, and you use this as a spoon. It's really good. Okay, so this is completely dry now, and I think I'm finished. I really like how this turned out. So cute with these little envelopes. I really love that I came to that idea. So if you want to have those tiny envelopes in your journal as well, then please make sure that you check out Barbara's shop. There you can find them, as I told you. And this is my finished project for today's prompt. I hope you liked it. Leave a comment what you think about this, and please don't forget to check out Barbara's video. She has another idea on today's prompt on her channel. The link is down below in the description box. And then I want to show you how I put this package here into my candy journal. I've just run this package through my die cut machine. So I've just placed that in between of those transparent plates in the same settings like I would use for a normal thin lid. And then I've run that through, and as you can see, it works really, really well. It's not thicker than the other packages. And that actually worked really well. And then perhaps you remember this thing here from yesterday. I had this drink yesterday, and I told you that I will show you today how I managed to bring the package into the candy journal. And as you can see, it's still here. And I've done it like this. I've just taken a photo to put that in here because I didn't know how to cut this out. I thought it is too dangerous to take a knife and cut this out. And I also want to take this little thing here and put that here. I like that. That's really cool. Okay, so that's it for today. And tomorrow we are going to work on another prompt, of course. I hope we will see then. Have fun with that and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.